so excited to introduce this episode of the Art of Tumbao podcast. It's all about the Afro-Latin Gait, and we have a very special guest.
Hi, I'm Dr. Catherine O'Brien. I'm a physical therapist and I work with artistic athletes.
And we're going to come together and basically just have a very interesting dialogue about how the art of body mechanics connects to social dancing and specifically the salsa basic time steps.
He told me a little bit more about his area of study and his area of expertise, and we noticed that we had a lot of overlap when it came to theory, especially when it comes to the gait cycle and what that looks like developing in early childhood into adulthood, and then the deficits and pathologies we can see in gait from the medical side of things as well.
This is so interesting because I come into contact with this a lot, especially when instructing or facilitating dances where it's their first steps.
Yes.
Right? And it's their first time getting into the dance. And I can see that when people start to adapt their body to these steps, sometimes there's some tensions, sometimes there's some difficulties. And a lot of people ask about, are my hips moving correctly?
The classic question, what do I do with my hands? I feel like that transcends all things. Just what do I do with my hands in this moment? And we also see them when we're teaching gait to people, for example, after a spinal cord injury or after a stroke. We have patients who now have to use an assistive device who have never used it before. And they ask that same question of like, but what do I do with my hands? How do I move my feet? What do you mean I have to shift my weight this way to take a step? So whenever we're learning movement, it is such a process. And there's going to be those questions every time.